The number one reason beginning investors give me for not closing their first deal is funding. They believe the capital is not available to them. After 19 years and 400 plus transactions, I can tell you with absolute certainty that belief is almost always wrong. The capital is available. For good deals with prepared investors, the capital is almost always available. The question is not whether the money exists. The question is which of the 7 funding sources I am about to show you fits your specific situation. My name is Rick Puglisi. Let's fund your first deal. Conventional financing from a bank or mortgage lender is the most familiar option and the lowest cost when you qualify. For investment properties, 20 to 25% down, credit score of 620 or above, with better rates above 740. Debt to income ratio below 45%, documented income history. The advantages: lower interest rates than any alternative, long amortization periods, fully underwritten. Disadvantage: slow, 30 to 60 days to close. In competitive markets, that speed can cost you deals. FHA loans allow you to buy a 1 to 4 unit property with as little as 3.5% down, if you live in one of the units. Owner-occupied FHA financing on a duplex, triplex, or fourplex is one of the most accessible paths into real estate investing. Live in one unit, rent the others, and rental income offsets your mortgage. FHA requires a minimum credit score of 580, and the property must be your primary residence for at least 1 year. Option 3, hard money. Hard money lenders are asset-based. They fund based primarily on the property's value rather than your credit worthiness. They typically fund 65 to 80% of the ARV, covering both purchase and renovation costs. Cost: 10 to 14% interest and 1 to 3 points origination. Value: they close in 7 to 14 days. In a competitive market, that speed closes deals, that slower financing loses. Option 4, private money. Private money is capital from individuals lent at negotiated terms. Rates of 6 to 10% are common, cheaper and more flexible than hard money because you negotiate directly with the lender. The challenge: private money requires a relationship and a track record. Your first private money conversation will be uncomfortable. Do it anyway. The investors who build private money networks early have access to capital that credit score dependent investors never will. When Debbie and I closed our first major deal, we used a private money lender who had confidence in our knowledge and the deal that we had sourced. That relationship was worth more than any bank could have offered. Option 5, seller financing and creative structures. Seller financing, subject to deals, and lease options all allow you to acquire or control property without institutional financing. These structures are most accessible in motivated seller situations, which is exactly where the best deals already come from. The alignment between motivated sellers and creative financing is not a coincidence. Option 6, partnerships. You bring the deal, the knowledge, and the execution. Your partner brings the capital. You split the profit. Prepare a 1-page deal summary for every deal you seek partner capital for. Purchase price, renovation budget, ARV, projected profit, timeline. Clarity builds confidence. Confidence attracts capital. Option 7, self-directed IRAs. Retirement account funds through a self-directed IRA or solo 401k can be invested in real estate. Returns grow tax-deferred within the account. This is a complex structure with specific rules. Work with a qualified custodian and a CPA before using retirement funds for real estate. But for investors with substantial retirement accounts and limited liquid capital, it's a legitimate option worth understanding. Funding is not the barrier you think it is. It never was. The investors who close their first deal in the next 90 days are not the ones with the most money. They're the ones who understood which funding source matched their situation and went and got it. Financing strategies are covered in Module 9 of the Mastering Real Estate Investing program. Start with the free 5-day challenge. Click the link in the description, 0 cost. Yes, I'm AI generated. The real Rick approved this message from his couch, in his pajamas, at 2 p.m. Hit subscribe for weekly content. Drop a comment. Which funding option are you most interested in, and what is your current biggest obstacle? I read every comment. I respond to every serious question. I'm Rick Puglisi. The money is out there. Go get it.